What's up, everybody? Patrick Auger here with the Body Lock to give you some quick news and analysis about UFC men's flyweight champion Deiveson Figueiredo and his recent conversation about MMA fighting about pay-per-view points. So he said in this interview with MMA Fighting, and I quote, "I love fighting in the UFC. I went in the octagon to break myself into pieces and give them a fight of the night because that's what fans want to see. Fighters that don't slow down, that go in for a bloody game. I'm that type of fighter, so I want the UFC to look at me with different eyes, that they give me pay-per-view points." He went on to say, "It's missing some pay-per-view points in my purse. If they already added it to UFC 256 fight, that would be great, brother, but I would like to start making pay-per-view money for my next ones. I deserve this." So to break this down, it came as a shock to a lot of people on Twitter and to even some media members. But, flyweight has never been a strong pay-per-view draw. If you look at Demetrius Johnson, who held that belt for the longest time until he ended up losing to Henry Cejudo in a close decision and then went off to one championship, he didn't get pay-per-view points either. He got a flat rate for every title defense, and this was well known. And this was part of the issue about the conversation of Demetrius being the GOAT and the UFC not pushing the flyweight division because he's not a draw, so on and so forth. So when Figueiredo ended up getting the vacant belt and beating Joseph Benavidez when he made weight to get that belt, it's not super shocking that the same contract that they gave Demetrius Johnson is going to be given to Figueiredo here, where there's no pay-per-view points involved whatsoever. So is it right? Not necessarily. I mean, I think we can all agree that his fight against Brandon Moreno is in the contention for fight of the year for 2020, but it also isn't that shocking because if you look at the history of the division, the champ has never gotten pay-per-view points. I think Figueiredo can renegotiate his contract, especially if he puts on the performances he did at UFC 256. I mean, when you look at what he's been able to do, the exciting style he has, there's definitely a lot more eyeballs coming to 125 pounds in the UFC. And my guess would be on his next contract negotiation or renegotiation before his next fight, he's going to end up getting pay-per-view points put in there. Because if he's drawing enough to get pay-per-view points and hit that threshold that you need in order to actually get money on in terms of pay-per-view points, I think it's only fair the UFC pay him, and I think they'll be ecstatic because historically, men's 125 pounds hasn't really been able to do that. So that's my take on it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Were you shocked about Figueiredo not having pay-per-view points in his contract? Do you think he deserves them, especially after the fight at UFC 256? Let us know. We want to hear your thoughts. And as always, keep it good.